When it comes down to flag design out there, us humans, we're fucking lazy. The idea of this video came as someone from Minnesota that hears a spiel about the Minnesota flag looking like the Somalian flag, and me knowing that's a stretch, and it's usually always with bad faith attached to the claim. So it did give me an idea though. Here's the top 5 flags out there in the world that look similar to each other. Number 5, Ireland and the Ivory Coast. These are just flipped flags. The Irish flag is meant to symbolize peace, the white, between the Irish Catholics, the green, and the Irish Protestants, the orange. The Ivory Coast flag represents the savannas, orange, peace, white, and the coastal forests, green. The mix-up happens so often that indoor track athletes from Ireland have actually been handed the Ivory Coast flag to celebrate with by mistake. Number 4, Monaco and Indonesia. Monaco officially adopted theirs in 1881, and then when Indonesia became independent in 1945, they picked the exact same colors, which drove Monaco kind of crazy. But Indonesia was able to provide proof that their colors dated back to the 13th century. And both these, if you were to flip them upside down, you can get Poland. And the difference between the Monaco flag and the Indonesia flag is that Indonesia had a 2-to-3 ratio flag size, and Monaco has a 4-to-5 ratio flag size. Number 3, I know this one's going to ruffle some feathers out there. The United States, Liberia, and Malaysia. Liberia's flag looks like the US flag on purpose because Liberia was a nation founded by free American slaves in the 1800s. Malaysia's flag, on the other hand, drew inspirations from the British East India Company, with 14 points and 14 stripes representing its member state and federal government. Actually, both the United States flag and the Malaysian flag both drew inspirations from the British East India Company. So there's where you get your grand old flag from, is the British East India Company. And when it comes down to talking about a state's flag that looks like another country's flag, look no further than Texas and Chile. Both are known as the Lone Star flag. Both were adopted around the same time in the 1830s, but Chile is a sovereign nation in South America, whereas Texas is a state in the south part of the United States of America, so there's your difference. Number 1, Chad and Romania. I'll put the one flag up on the screen and tell me which one it is. If you guessed Romania, you're wrong. That is the Chad flag. Here is the Romania flag. While Romania actually had the first design during the Cold War, they slapped the communist seal in the middle, but when the regime fell in 1989, citizens cut the seal out, returning to a plain blue, yellow, and red. Chad, who had adopted the flag in the meantime, actually appealed to the United Nations in 2004 about a copycat design, but the UN basically just said, sorry, you guys just have to share it.